core at the end. And then in the middle, we'll have that more cardio section. But we're going to get a good stretch in because, frankly, I'm sore today. So hopefully, you guys need a little bit of stretching too. And then just a reminder that Coach Griff is doing a workout tonight as well. So if you feel like doubling up 5 p.m., I'm sure he will kill you guys. So I'm sure it'll be great. But, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get going. You don't really need anything today. If you have a mini band, we might do a little bit of mini band glute activation right before we get into the more cardio side of it. But if you don't have one, that's fine. You can still activate those glutes and focus on them without having your mini band. So starting down in that deep squat, chest is open. Again, we're going to take some time here in this stretching portion and mobility portion, and just really try to make sure that your bodies are feeling good, because sometimes we forget to stretch. So really pushing those knees out with your elbows. Keep your heels down, flat on the ground. Chest is open here. And stay in that position. Place your left hand down to the ground. Your right hand is going to go up towards the ceiling. From here, right hand is coming down to the ground. Left arm is going up towards the ceiling. Rotate that torso slightly. Look straight up towards your left hand. And make sure you're breathing. Left hand comes to the ground. From here, shoot your hips up towards the ceiling, stretching out those hamstrings. Relax your head and neck. Two deep inhales through your nose, exhales out your nose. Good. Hips sink back to the ground. Push your knees out with your elbows. Chest is open. The left hand comes to the ground. Right arm comes up overhead. Rotate slightly in your torso. The right hand comes to the ground. The left arm reaches up overhead. And the left hand comes to the ground, hips shoot up towards the ceiling. Straighten those legs out as much as you can. Again, relax your head and neck. If you want to shake your head yes and no. You might feel good. And so one more time, hips sink down, push your knees out with your elbows. Chest is open here. Left hand comes to the ground, right arm comes up overhead. And the right hand comes to the ground, the left arm extends up. And left hand comes back to the ground, hips shoot up towards the ceiling. Relax your head and neck here. Good. From here, we're going to take to a standing position, nice and control. Taking it into a windmill, one arm is going to come up overhead, straight up. Other hand is going to be down. Right hip shoots out to the right. Left hand reaches down to your left foot. Okay, we want to keep that arm straight up. We don't want to let it fall forward at all. And stand nice and tall. Engage your glutes at the top. Okay, not about speed here. Hold for as long as you want. Think about engaging your glutes at the top. Either reaching for the ground or reaching for your knee or reaching for your shin, whatever your range of motion is here. 2 more on this side. And switching to the other side. Left arm comes up overhead, hip shoots out to the left side. Right hand reaches down to your right foot. Again, at the top, really think about engaging your glute muscles. Squeezing your butt at the top. Get 2 more of those in. Next one, we're going to take it down to the ground on all fours here. We're going to take it into bird dogs. So shoulders stacked over the top of your wrist, hip should be right over the top of your knee. You're going to go opposite hand, opposite elbow. Extending one straight line, tuck your toes under so your body's nice and flat. And we're going to return our hand and knee back to the ground. We'll alternate here, hold for a count. Again, not about speed here. Make sure you have control. You're not flaring open in that hip, so keep those hips nice and square the whole time. Good. Next one here, we're going to take our left leg forward. Okay, hands are coming down to the ground. If you want to keep your back knee on the ground, feel free to, or we can take it off the ground. Left leg's forward, left elbow is reaching towards the ground, and then rotating open in that torso and shooting up overhead. Again, make sure you're focusing on that breath. For these stretches, we're going in through our nose and then exhaling out your nose. Left hand comes to the ground. We'll hop our left foot back into that tall plank. From here, right foot comes forward, right elbow reaches towards the ground, rotating open. Again, right hand to the ground, right foot back, left foot forward, left elbow reaches down, rotate open in that torso. And feel free to drop that back knee to the ground. Left hand comes to the ground, left foot hops back, right foot comes forward, right elbow reaches down towards the ground, rotating open in that torso. And we'll do that a couple more times. Right hand to the ground, right foot back, left foot forward, left elbow reaches down, opening up in that torso. Okay. Left hand comes to the ground, left foot comes back, right foot forward, right elbow reaches and rotates open. Hand comes to the ground, right foot hops back, left foot comes forward. One more time on each side, rotating open that torso. And last one, left hand to the ground, left foot hops back, right foot forward. Elbow reaches down, rotating. And from here, up that right foot back into that tall plank, shoot those hips up towards the ceiling for that downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet out here, so reaching one heel to the ground at a time. From here, we're gonna come forward, drop those hips down towards the ground. You can let your thighs rest on the ground. We're gonna look over our right shoulder behind us and look over our left shoulder. And back to center, tuck your toes under, shoot those hips back up towards the ceiling, pedal your feet out again, right and left. And from here going forward into that tall plank, drop your hips down towards the ground, resting your thighs, look over your right shoulder and over your left. Back to center, we'll get two more of these in, tuck your toes under, hips shoot up towards the ceiling, pedaling those feet out, left and right, reaching your heel towards the ground as close as you can get, straightening those legs out. Coming forward into that tall plank, letting those hips drop towards the ground, resting your thighs on the ground, looking over your right shoulder and over your left. Back to center one more time through, tuck those toes under, shoot those hips up, pedaling your feet out one last time. Coming forward into that tall plank, dropping those hips down towards the ground, resting your thighs, looking to the right. And to the left behind you. And coming up into that tabletop position. From here, we're going to transition onto the ground, onto our back. We're going to take it into hip bridges. Okay, so feet are going onto the ground. Heels can be flat on the ground. You shoulder touch your heels with your fingertips pushing through your heels. We're going to drive our hips up towards the ceiling. Think about extending really through those hips. So hips should be coming up as high as you can, and then control as you lower back down. Engage your glutes at the top. Okay, so we're holding for 1 or 2 counts at the top, and then slow as we lower down. As soon as you touch down, you're going to drive straight back up. Yeah, let's get 4 more of these. And stay on your back, lift your legs up. We're gonna drop our knees side to side, arms are out to the side, taking those windshield wipers. So knees are coming towards the ground, trying to keep your shoulder blades on the ground. Use your core to drive those legs back up and over to the other side. And again, nice and controlled here, trying to keep those heels together, those knees as close as you can together, tapping all the way down to the ground, shoulder blades on the ground. Couple more of these. And next one, we're gonna take it all the way up. And we're gonna go in to a little bit more of like a cardio side warm up. So we're gonna start with jumping jacks. Okay, so feet are hopping apart and then back together here. Gonna keep going with those jumping jacks. Just always that option to be tapping it out to the side. And taking these into seal jacks, so hands are coming together, then feet apart, arms out. Good, going into heel taps, so heels forward, tapping the ground, alternating. And let's go for butt kickers, so just bringing those heels up towards your butt. And next one's gonna be forward hops or quick feet forward and back, or hopping, whatever works for you. So just imagine there's a line that you're hopping over the top of and back. Okay, next one we're gonna go side to side. So line down the middle. Again, you can always quick feet as an option. Good, back into those jumping jacks. Right back into it. And transitioning to seal jacks. And next one's gonna be those heel taps, right? Straight forward, alternating. Forward hops over that line, forward and back. Work quick feet. And next one's gonna be laterally side to side over that line, or quick feet again. Last 10 seconds here. Good, grab a little water if you need it. Again, if you have a band, this is that time that you're gonna want that band. We're gonna place that band right below our knee, around our mid calf. Okay, a little bit above that mid part, but below the knee. We're gonna do some walks, like we've done before, some squats, do a few hip bridges with it. All for time, so just make sure you're even on your steps forward and back. We'll go ahead and get going here. So grab the extra water that you needed. Again, forward steps, back steps. So for forward, getting low in that squat, toes are pointing straight forward. We're taking steps. Try to not let your feet turn out. The whole time, toes should be pointing straight forward. You get a little lower in your squat. Great. But make sure you can keep that tension on the band the whole time. Ten more seconds here. Good, then we're gonna go monster walk. So we're going on an angle and then back together, but not fully bringing those feet together. Let's go ahead and get going here. And then we're going back. Again, trying to get low in that squat. You don't have to be too low to actually feel it though. Good, next one on laterally. Adjust that band if you need to at all, just lift around. So to the right, to the left, 2 to 3 steps. Again, if you don't have a band here, just think about getting lower in that squat and building tension. You can still get really low in a squat without that band and get just as much out of it. And rest for a second, shake it out. Gonna do that one more time through. Okay, again, starting on forward, toes pointing straight forward, get lower in that squat, regular steps. Try not to turn your toes out, so toes should be pointing straight forward here. Okay, going into monster walks on that angle, and then stepping back, not completely together, still keep tension on that band. About 10 more seconds. And we're going to take it laterally, right, left, getting low in that squat, as low as you can to the band you have. 2 to 3 steps to the right, 2 to 3 steps to the left. Good, last seconds. Okay, next we're gonna take that band, bring it up above your knees. Okay, we're gonna take it down to the ground. We're gonna take it into hip bridges. So same ideas that we did for that warm up, but this time we've got the band. We're going up. We're gonna hold at the top in that hip bridge, and you're bringing your knees together and apart. You'll count 3 reps, and then we'll drop back down and take it back up into that hip bridge. Okay, so lay it on the ground, rip those knees apart. Be able to tap your heels. Again, we're going up. Hold for a count, knees come together. Knees come apart for 3 reps. And then drop back down. You're going to complete 10 of these. Here we go. That's 1. Nice and controlled. Good. 5. Couple more. Last one. Good. Rest for a second here. We're going to do one more time through that. Let your legs shake out. Good. So we're going to do that again this time. Up for 1, 2 counts of the knees together, knees apart. Back down and then back up. 10 of them again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get going. Good. 5. 2 more here. Good. Shake it out again. We're going to take it to a standing position. Band's going to remain where it is. All right, so we're gonna take it to 10 squats. When you get to your 10th squat, you're gonna hold it at the bottom. Toes are pointing straight forward, feet are about hip width apart here. Okay, so taking it for 10 squats, keeping those knees apart, go ahead and get going. If you want, follow my count so you're not gonna be holding a squat for too long. Really think about pushing through those heels, engage your glutes at the top. Okay, holding at the bottom here. We're gonna take our knees, we're gonna bring them slightly together, and then rip that band apart. Five more. You're gonna stay low still. Two more. Stay in that squat. We're gonna pulse it out right here, up and down. For 10, 6, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Go ahead and take that band off. Grab a little water. All right, coming up, if you're in socks, you might want to take your socks off. If you're in shoes, keep your shoes on. First exercise. So we're gonna have a couple exercises coming up here. It's gonna be 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We're gonna work through one exercise for about 4 rounds. Then we'll move on to the next exercise. Your 15-second recovery is what you're gonna get to quickly grab water and just get ready. So I'll demo the first exercise. Again, if you want your mat, you need something that you're not gonna slip on. So just make sure the ground is steady. You're not on a carpet or a rug or anything. So first one is gonna be a long jump. If jumping's not gonna work, then you're just gonna take a big step and land into a squat. So if you're long jumping, we're being explosive, driving forward, we're gonna land in a squat. There's different steps to this one. So we'll land in a squat. We're gonna jump it back into a plank. We're gonna complete a push-up, and then we're gonna walk our hands back to our feet. So it's a long jump, landing in that squat. Hands are coming down to the ground. Hopping my feet back into that tall plank position. Okay, so in that tall plank position. From here, completing that push-up. And then keeping my legs as straight as I can, walking my hands back towards my feet. Getting low again, exploding in that jump, landing in that squat, hands to the ground. Hop your feet back. Your option there is to step your feet back, drop to your knees. Complete that push-up. And then again, you can always bend in your knees if needed. Okay, you're only gonna get a handful of these in because it's only 30 seconds on and 15 seconds off. So go ahead and get yourself ready. I'm doing them with you. So if you don't have that memorized of what we're doing, that's okay. Just follow along with me. So again, here we go. 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds recovery. We're only doing 4 rounds. In 3, 2, 1, you're jumping, landing in that squat, hands to the ground, step your feet back or hop them back. Complete that push-up, walk your hands to your feet, straight into it. Already halfway. Three, 2, 1, mini rest. It's short. Again, not meant to be crazy intensity today. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You can take it as slow or as fast as you want to. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Take a rest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And always that option to step it back. Drop to your knees. You can bend in your knees as you walk back. Last 10. And rest. One more round to go. Three, 2, 1. Halfway. Last 5. In 3, 2, 1. Go and take a rest, grab water. All right, next one's pretty simple. It's gonna be 4 high knees, 4 butt kickers, okay? So high knees, bring your knees up as high as you can, and 4 butt kickers. Knees, butt kickers. Give or take 4 if you mess up on your counting. That's okay. Option, drive your knees up, marching in place, kick your butt, marching in place. Okay, add those arms in a little bit. Okay, here we go. 4 rounds, 30 on, 15 off. Again, if you don't get 4 and 4, that's okay. If it's 2, it's 6, whatever it is. Just keep moving. 3, 2, 1. Final seconds. And rest. Again, 15 recovery. And then straight back into it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last 5. And rest. Three, 2, 1. Halfway. And rest. We got one more to go. You can remember that option. You can always march it out. 3, 2, 1. And take a rest. Grab some water if you need it. Next one is going to be regular body weight squats. Okay, so we got squats for 30 seconds and 15 of recovery. Toes are going to point straight forward, feet about hip width apart. We're going to lower down that 90 and then standing nice and tall. Try to work on keeping that chest open, not rounding over in those shoulders. About 10 seconds till we fire off here. Here we go. 30 on, 15 off in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't let those knees collapse in at all. Engage your glutes at the top. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale as we lower down. Exhale as we drive up. And rest. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last 10. And rest. All right, halfway. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squatting it out like you mean it. Engaging your glutes at the top. Ten seconds. And rest. One more round. Set up that squat. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Halfway. Good, keep it moving. Doing these squats actively, not passively. Engage those glutes at the top. Last 5. And rest, shake it out. All right, while you're grabbing water, next one coming up here. We're gonna have a lateral jump to a squat jump. Okay, so I'm gonna leap laterally here. 1 second. And if you're using your mat and you took your socks off, might be easier, again, to do it with them on so you don't stick too much. But we're gonna go laterally and then into that squat jump. So leaping laterally here, landing on both feet, straight into that squat jump, laterally into that squat jump. Okay, option, step it out, land together, squat, drive up onto your toes for a calf raise. 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. This is the second to last exercise. Here we go. 4 rounds in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last 5. And rest. Five, 3, 2, 1. Ten to go. And rest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Halfway. And rest. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Almost there. 5. And rest. Grab water. Okay, grab that water. A little bit longer in this recovery. Okay, we're gonna finish nice and simple with just regular jumping jacks. Okay, 30 on, 15 off, 30 seconds on, 15 off again. Like in the beginning, option, step it out or jump it out. All right, let's finish this off. We'll have a quick core blast at the end. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Do these jumping jacks like you mean it. It's only 30 seconds with a 15 recovery. Halfway. And rest. So for this next one, count your jumping jacks. We'll see if we can't match or beat them for the third and the fourth round in 3, 2, 1. Halfway. And rest. I think I got 41. So I'm gonna try to match or beat that for round 3 coming up here. In 3, 2, 1. Halfway. And rest. All right, did we match or beat it? Got exactly 41, same. Last round. Try it again, count them out. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Halfway. And rest. Grab water. All right, we're gonna be going for core coming up here. Okay, so core, we're going 30, 30, 30. One, back to back, just 2 rounds. So in total, you're looking at 4 minutes left here. So we're gonna start with the front plank. I'll demo them real quick. Front plank, if you need it on your knees, is fine. Okay, arms straight forward, not touching. Then we're gonna flip over and take it to a side plank with that hip dip. Okay, dropping your hip to the ground, driving up, option. Knees going down to the ground, lifting your hip up. We'll do it on one side, then we'll flip to the other side. And the last one, coming up onto seated position, hands on the ground, knees are coming into your chest. Extend out as far as you can. You can lessen that range if needed. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get going here. 30, 30, 30. Here we go. 3, 2, 1 in that plank. Regular front plank here. Think about pulling your elbows and your toes towards your belly button, glutes are engaged. 10 seconds here, breathing in through your nose, out your mouth. Again, smooth transition right now, going over to the side plank. Okay, dropping the hip to the ground and then driving straight back up. Again, always that option to drop that knee to the ground. Transitioning to the other side right now. And get going, 3, 2, 1. Right into it. Last 10. Transition here is going to be that seated position in 3, 2, 1 with the knee tuck. Knees are coming to your chest, extending away, get going. Last 15. And rest. Few seconds of recovery. Do that one more time. So quick recovery here. Front plank is what we're starting with. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. The last 2 minutes of work. Remember, really engaging that core, pulling that belly button towards the small of your rack. Elbows and knees, elbows and toes driving towards your belly button here. And we're going to transition to our first side plank hip dip in 3, 2, 1. Take it to the side. Right, transitioning to the other side in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And last one's gonna be onto that seated position for that knee tuck. 3, 2, 1. Get going. Last 15. Three, 2, and relax. Grab yourself water. We'll do a quick cool down. And take it down to that seated position. We'll start with one leg in, one leg out. Good. Hopefully sweat a little bit. Your body feels a little more movable this morning. And take your leg out to the other side. Other leg in. Reaching for that toe.